Woohoo! Just in time. We're live. We're streaming. We're coming to you in your lounge rooms, bedrooms, toilets. I don't know, wherever you're watching. So it's day 8 of day 8 of the competition. It's the second day of finals. Getting ready for the big humdinger of a grand final playoff tomorrow. It's Friday here. It's a beautiful sunny day, and we have France under 23 women's playing off for 5th and 6th against Australia. And we've already had a kick out. My goodness, what's going on? Everyone's shaking their head in amazement here in the commentary box. We have Mael Alano, number 1. That's a slap on the wrist for you, young lady. So Australia, let's see what they can do to counteract this having the 5 down, 6 against 5. David, you're just popping in to have a little chin wag just briefly before my other counterpart, Jace Meesies, comes to join.
Yeah, special guest just flew in this morning to help out the commentary team. He's going to join us shortly. He's just getting a briefing before he sits down, Nat, as we see this lovely game going on and a lovely morning in Hobart as the girls very excited and one advantage up as they're contained on the wall. And we're seeing hopefully the Australian girls will be able to pull the puck off and open up this game in their traditional style. But I'm sure the French ladies will be doing everything they can to stop it as they, with 5 players, are pressing the Australians. And we got a start coming down as the French have been asked to move back for a foul. I think it was aggressive hugging by the French ladies, Nat.
Absolutely, and you always seem to cross to me. I've got a mouthful of a nice cup of tea this morning. So, been pushed back. The French are in the white. The Australian girls, hey, just see Sharky, Tori, my niece there, just hovering, waiting to pounce on that puck. So the Australians in the beautiful dark green, playing in the black, going from right to left. So I'd just like to welcome Jason Meesies into the hot seat, and literally it is a hot seat because there's always a bottom in that seat. Hello, Jason. Welcome to Hobart. How you going?
A little bit tired, actually. I just got off the red eye and just got here. But she literally walked in the door and welcome. Welcome to the commentary.
Yeah, terrific. For those of you that don't know, that are watching over in France or anywhere, actually, the red eye is that nasty little trip from Western Australia across to the eastern seaboard, and it's during the night. You get into Melbourne, I think, 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Which is literally a 2-hour time difference, so it's 3 hours. So it's, yeah. You're a bit knackered.
Yeah, nasty. So if you're watching the live chat, please get on. If you're from France, tell us what time it is in France. That live chat, we will share your thoughts, your wishes, your compliments, your criticisms of the commentary crew, and. It's good to see you on. And if you are also watching the streaming, which is, we see the streaming, which is like a minute behind the play, so we need to be watching this big screen here. If you are watching the streaming, put your hand in your pocket, dump a dollar in the bin, the GoFundMe .com/Hobart 2017. Every dollar counts in our big race to $10,000, Jace, and I think we're nearly halfway there.
$10,000.
Yep.
I mean, a nice little spending spree, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, that's for the 6 cameras. So we've got 4 cameras in the water provided by Spot X Underwater. And those cameras are actually not the usual GoPros that we use, the ones in the water. They're actually trialling some new ones, and they're just as interested as we are to see how they work. And what do you think, Jace? Do you reckon these are good enough to go to the next World Championships in Quebec in Canada?
Oh, definitely. And also the clarity of the water. Just this, obviously the first time I've actually watched any games. I've been quite busy. But yeah, it's looking really good. Very clear.
Busy working with men, and I'll go into that a little bit later. Working hard with men. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Jace, but I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that. And so the girls are just battling here, and no one's really making any ground. It's a lot of the play's been caught in the middle of the pool. A little bit of sunshine through there, and there's some sparkles and bubbles. The girls will like that sunshine and sparkles and bubbles because, I'm a girl. I like a bit of glitter too. Jace, 5 times world champion. Over to you, Jace, 5 times world champion.
Well, I was just saying the girls might be able to work on a bit of a tan since I brought the sun with me.
You still haven't responded to my 5-time world champion, Jason Meesies.
It's actually 6, but anyway.
No. Oh, you're counting Masters?
One was Masters.
Oh, okay, well, I'm going to come right back at you in a minute, Jace. And that's a goal for the Australian girls. No goal. The ref over on this close side of the screen is punching his hand, the old pump, which means usually a glove, pushing the Australians back, and they're going to have to just have a little think about what did they do wrong and how they're going to fix it.
It's quite hard when you receive that call. You work that hard to get it in the tray, and then someone calls you for gloving. It's very demoralising.
It is, and it's really hard to kind of get that energy level back up to counteract it. But it looked like France just called a timeout, so we've got Hannah Robert Tissot in the water talking to the girls, and she'll be saying, great job, get it back up there, get it in there, and she'll be using that kind of really boyish voice, I reckon, perhaps.
She actually, well, maybe. She's maybe a little bit calm and collective right here. And the French coach is a little more animated there, a bit of splashing going on, and
yeah, pointing. You never know whether the French, because they're so woohoo, like really passionate, nice, majestic even. You never know whether they're actually growling or celebrating or just spreading the love. So back into the game. Look, we're going to shamelessly plug beautiful hydro. We have hydro underwater hockey. Liam Watson, I'm sure. Do you know Liam?
Champion.
Yeah, New Zealand player. He's been around the traps a bit, hasn't he?
I was actually with in Manila with Liam not so long ago, earlier this year.
Yeah, I think I can see him in my mind's eye, but I could be totally wrong, which I sometimes, well, quite a few times are. $550 on the GoFundMe to help support us with these cameras. And these cameras definitely, they'll be going to Canada for Quebec, and they'll go to the Age Championships in Sheffield in another 2 years' time.
Awesome. That's awesome, Liam. Well done, and Hydro. And Danny as well.
Danny?
Liam's wife.
G'day, Danny. Danny with an I. I thought Liam just might have had a really close mate, Danny with a Y. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly talk through the French team, and then Jace is going to go through the Australian team. We've got 1, Maëlle, 2, Melina, 3, Wehe, Burr and Gerard. Well,
the French are pushing hard.
Pushing hard, my goodness, a counter-attack. Tori shaking her head there. Tori, there's no point shaking your head. The refs aren't going to listen to you.
It's a goal.
Oh, no, yes, great. A goal for number 5, Lorraine. So 4, Gayanne, 5, Lorraine, who just scored. Woo, go Lorraine. 6, Marie, 7, Perrine, 8, Clemence, 9, Juliette, 10, Oceane. I like that, Oceane. Very water, there we go. 12, Nolwenn, and 13, Flavie. And look, just before the girls start, we've got 10 teams have come to Hobart, and you'd expect there'd be at least 15 at the next World Championships for the under the age groups, because it's going to be in the Northern Hemisphere. So, we might get some Asian teams, we might get some more European teams. So this seeding, 5th or 6th, is really important.
Yeah, definitely, and it's going to be in Sheffield, is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, where the previous adult or open age worlds were. I've actually played there. Yeah, great facility, what I remember, and 3 metres deep, which suits some teams a lot more than others, I would say. Styles.
Yeah, no, agreed. And you do have to modify your style a little bit. Look at this drive.
Another goal.
Well, let's just wait. No goal.
No goal.
Yeah, 3 refs in the water. They'll all confer. They make sure that they're all on the same page. Tori having a bit of a yell, bit of a spit there, Tori. That'll be wearing the dummy after the game, perhaps.
Anger.
Yeah. Now, in your past, your past campaigns, Jace, what kind of, we've talked about this a bit, about when you spit the dummy, when you do something really stupid, what kind of things do you have to wear, tote, do?
Well, we have had a dummy, very large, oversized dummy that whoever spat it had to wear. We have had the something head award. Yes, the Richard Head Award. And but yeah, a lot of times that was in the previous years, but recently we haven't worried about it. We've matured a bit.
No, I don't believe that at all. I think you've just forgotten, perhaps. But we know that the more we take the mickey out of in Australia, it means the more we love each other.
Definitely, we do take it out of it. Yes, we do take the.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
It's hard in this in the commentary box, and like you said, well, you've been working with men. I don't know, touching men. I don't know what you've been doing, but it's hard to scale that language back, because in Australia we have a lot of sayings that do have the words that you just don't want to be using on live streaming. Now we've got some live chats coming in.
Awesome.
Do you want to talk those through, Jace?
My French isn't that good actually, but yes. Oh, the time is 3:25 a.m. What are you doing up, Joffrey?
Well, watching underwater hockey. Come on, Jace.
But it's on a Thursday night. What have you been? Just having a few vinos. Is that what's been happening, man? And then we have Super from Franck 94.
And Alliance Le Française, Anya Kreut. I like that, Anya Kreut. Sounds a bit South African. I'm just looking for a Kreut and can't find one. But anyway. The French are pushing really well, and it must be because of your support there, Frank 94. And Geoffrey Brockhart, Alonso La Pasa Bella Pesse.
That sounded quite Italian, if you ask me. But anyway.
It certainly did. Buona notte, I don't know, whatever. It's not nighttime, but anyway, bonjour.
Sorry for our ignorance with foreign languages.
I know, and because we've had so many different languages coming into the comms box. We've had beautiful Alfredo, which you can, and yes, we've got the South African Hein who peppers us with a little bit of Afrikaans. So we've had Spanish, we've had French, we've had Afrikaans, and we've had a couple of different types of English, of course. I mean, we've got our, Australian, but we've also had New Zealand-ish.
Yes. We won't go into that on the radio. No, we love our brothers from across the ocean.
No, we don't. We've got a fierce rivalry with New Zealand. Come on, Jace,
Yes,
don't try and
we do,
sugarcoat that one.
But, they're our closest sort of competition, really, which when we have our Southern Hemisphere, or now the Trans-Tasman. We have had a long history of playing them alternate years to Worlds. So, yes, we do get to see the Kiwis a lot.
Yeah, and hello again to Liam. Thanks for that $550. And Danny, you're wonderful.
On your Liam, you're champ.
Okay, so the Aussies are swinging it. It's like the old windscreen wiper move that we thought of earlier on in the commentary the days. And, it's definitely sweep to the left, sweep to the right, sweep to the left, and that's what the Aussies do so well.
Cleared by the French. It's great work there. Out to the corner, which is a perfect way to defend. Clear to the side. It's hard to score a goal along the back wall. Regroup on the side wall, and then off you go.
Yeah, what would you be doing if you're an Aussie girl in there? Well, you wouldn't be a girl, but if you're an Aussie in there, Jace, and they were pushing it down this their left wall, and you're on the right-hand side, if you were that right halfback, what would you want to do, Jace?
I'd be waiting for someone to get out to me so I could go glory days, which should be the open pull up the side.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Tori, I'll be coming out and giving you a little slap. That's put the old Wickham name into disrepute there. Bottom in the bin, a penguin walk backwards.
Number 2 for 2.
Yeah, number 2. Buckle my shoe. And who do you do?
Not a number 2. It's 2 minutes.
Chew for chew. That's like a Richie Benno call. Chew for 22. Okay, setting up France will be looking to drive it through the centre. And Tori's the fullback, so I reckon Bridie Hilda will be popping into that position. And looks like good old Claude with the claw. Claudia Payne just hovering.
I think it's definitely a problem there. Like, when you get a numeral advantage here, you don't need to score straight away. You've got 2 minutes when they've got 5. So you see a lot of teams, they just go gun-ho, try to get in straight away. Well, you don't need it. If you take your time a little bit, wear the opposition out, you find you can score.
Very nice. That's good. That's all composure. And you'd expect if the captain was in the water, or she'd be kind of controlling that momentum and just waiting to strike when the Aussies are being stretched. But I'll tell you what, the Aussies are coming back pretty hard.
Put the French under pressure. They've turned the opposition, so it means they're chasing back and defending. Great defence. Take it to all. Well, we've got a call. It's against the French.
This is perfect because I know Dave Lambert mentioned earlier, the legendary David Lambert. He was making observations for all the games we've called. When someone jumps back in from that sin bin, they just grab the bull by the horns and they get this kind of berserker thing going, and quite often will score.
Oh, hang on. We've got... so we're back down to equal pegging. It's 5 aside. We have number 6, Marie.
Naughty girl,
out.
Marie.
Yes, that's right. Normally, when you have been kicked out, you feel you've let your team down. So when you do get back in, you want to make amends for your indiscretion. Mm-hmm. So we look to see Tori, when she gets back in, to hopefully do something special. Yeah,
a bit of a blood rush, bit of a, like you said, a glory day swim. She's had a couple of runaways, actually, right from the back line, right up through the guts. And look, that's a good time to talk about fins, actually. Have you ever used our fantastic sponsors, Nage? Have you ever used the Nage fins, Jace?
I have a long time ago, but because of my small feet, they don't fit me.
Ah, okay. But I'm sure if they did fit, you'd
find... definitely. They're I think all the fins have their purpose, but yes. But unfortunately for me, my feet are just the in-between size.
Yeah, you got little...
and I don't like wearing booties when I play, so that's...
fair enough. So little ballerina, little twitchy feet.
Some would say hobbit feet.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
But I'd say more
elegant. Do you fall over in a big wind or what's going on there?
No, they're quite broad. Oh, sausage roll.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
No, the beard has called.
Who's that ref?
No, it's just beard. Just the beard. We don't know. Oh, as in who's the ref or who is that they're... No, I'm not quite sure.
I want to know his name.
That's
what I want to know.
Is the beard. And we can talk up the refs' calls. They all have different styles and chopping the fruit, chopping the vegetables.
Different interpretations.
Yeah. Oh, the way they move their hands, Jace. There's there's a lot of different ways to stroke the unicorn. There's a lot of different ways to chop the fruit.
We're not going to go into this. It's a
Okay,
great
who's
swim
this?
across the court.
It is a beautiful swim. Nice little pull back in.
Pull
She
back
wants to
to-
straighten up. Go, Tori.
Driving hard. Oh, great defence. Great
It's
defence by the
really
French.
good
Oh,
defence.
could be.
Ooh.
I think it could be a foul against the Australian right
That was
there.
Claude. Claude the Claw.
No,
Claude,
play
and a
on.
beautiful cross. I think it's Olivia
Oh.
Sanderson coming in. Nice big curl, backed up along that wall.
Oh, the pressure.
Oh, there was a little hand
That's
on
a
the
goal.
head of the French there.
Olivia. Sustained pressure there. I think the Aussies had, yes. Oh, yes, they only had 4 in. So that's really good, taking advantage when they were down to 4 players. Got to keep the pressure on them.
Both goose eggs have hatched now. We've got a number 1 for each team and only 2 minutes to go in this half, Jace.
Yeah, so basically, unless something happens now, it's 0-all at half time. And that's the way you got to look at it. Regardless of the score, we always just say it's 0-all. Who cares?
Yeah, I think that's most teams would be saying that. You just reset for the second half, and you think, okay, it's back to we're on scratch, we're on diddly, and it's 0-all. You've just got to reset and go as if it's the start of the game.
Yes, definitely.
And just while it's on the other side of the pool, Jace, let's look at the stats for who's on YouTube, who's watching us. 16% of the viewing audience, Colombia, Australia and Argentina, followed by New Zealand and Great Britain as 14 and 11%. And we've had the amount of minutes of viewing for these games is 1 year, 68 days, or over half a million minutes.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah, what did you think of the streaming when you were watching it before you arrived?
I only had a quick glance at it because unfortunately I was working 12-hour shifts in an area where I couldn't get reception. So
that's
I
a
would,
pretty good excuse.
yes, I'm sorry. And but I did, when I had a little break, I did get a chance to jump on and have a quick little suss. Yeah.
Did you bring your own little support crew, little fan club standing out there watching in? It's that was good of you to do that.
I call it my posse.
Yeah, posse, I like that. They're keeping you honest too. All here for the party, I reckon. But isn't it lovely over those many years that we've been playing at World Champs all around the world? You've got so many connections, so many good mates, and they're friendships that will last a lifetime.
Oh, definitely, and that's one of the great things about hockey. Like, I'm sure we all get ridiculed about playing it, and people say, what is underwater hockey? But yes, you're right. The contacts you make and friends, yeah, you got them for life.
Priceless.
And you'd never change what you've done through hockey.
Ooh, 10 seconds to go. They're taking this
advantage puck.
3, 8, 7, big flick. We've got 5 seconds to go. Come on, girls. You better have been watching that clock. You know.
Uh-oh.
No.
You don't want that to happen if you're the Australians.
Let's wait and see what the refs do. All 3 refs have to confer.
That's a goal.
Oh, is that Rob Feist?
Yeah, it looks like that's a goal.
Yeah, a bit of a nod. Okay, Bridie there. Gee, she's sitting high in the water,
I think
Bridie.
that was
She's
number 5 for France.
Lauren.
Yes, I think it was.
Oh, okay, so this will
Good
be
goal.
This will be half
Great goal, considering it's like only 5 seconds ago when they put it in.
Yeah, and that like you were saying before, Jason, it was really important. You said they need to reset for the second half and go, right, it's 0-all. Unfortunately, though, just having that goal popped in by France, a few of the girls possibly will still be thinking about that. So it's up to the coach, it's up to the captain to say to the girls, no, forget first half. The scoreline's 0-all. What are we here to do? What are we going to do? How are we supposed to play? And get the girls focused on what they can do.
Yes, definitely. Go back to their game plan. Like that. Obviously, that last goal is going to scatter them a bit. No one likes to get a goal scored against you the last 5 seconds before half time. It's that sort of dead time goals they call it in Aussie rules football.
Yeah, you know what else they say in Aussie rules football, which we've been using?
Great game.
It is a good game, and I need to get my tips in today. I'm on top of the tipping ladder for mine.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing pretty well.
You might not know much about AFL because the...
Yeah,
it's
no,
been crazy.
I do. It went really crazy in the middle, and I kind of slipped in my standings, but I'm onto it, I tell you. Not that I would, I don't want to brag.
Don't want to claim it, no.
No, the other little phrase that I picked up, and it's just come into the commentary at the moment in the AFL, is foot candy. Foot candy. So Stu is run with that, and he's got fin candy, he's got leg candy.
Understandably, you're saying foot candy when his foot's in a... I don't think it smells like candy probably now in that dirty cast.
No, exactly. It wouldn't be sweet. It wouldn't be syrupy. It definitely wouldn't be foot candy. Jam. I don't know.
So how do you think Coach Hannah would have reacted to that last goal with 5 seconds? Would she have been quite angry?
Hannah's pretty good at being pretty direct with her thinking, so she will put that out of her mind, I'm sure, maybe think about it later, and yeah, she'll definitely be telling the girls, come on, girls.
Extract a digit.
Extract a digit, I like that, because I actually went, no, I won't even go there actually about something I was going to say. So show your support for streaming and junior underwater hockey. Donate at gofundme.com/Hobart 2017. Hey! And we can just see Catalina and Millie outside the window giving us a wave. And Millie's been in the water. She played a couple of games for Colombia, as you would expect, coming from that kind of lineage.
She's an Aussie. She's ours.
Okay, no, right, I will call that because, yeah, her surname, yeah, Parkinson. There you go, boom.
All right, we're about to start the second half. You should be looking for the Australians to get out quick and equalise the ledger early in the game.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, you probably wouldn't want to call a power play just at the moment, but look, it's always nice to get the jump at any start in play, isn't it, Jace?
Oh, definitely. If you can score very quickly, it nullifies that and the advantage that the opposition had when they scored just before half-time.
Yeah, so heads down, you know, you traditionally start your six starting in the water, you're probably more experienced players, so they can really make a jump on the opposition, and even Stephen.
Or potentially your fastest swimmer who's going to get to the strike first and get you the advantage.
Yeah, look, it's interesting though, Jace. You know from many nationals and many world champs that it's not always getting there first that's the important thing. Sometimes it's, you know, you might sit back just a little bit and wait for them to make a mistake and go, no.
And a lot of teams give you the puck.
Yeah, they
which
do.
is what you want.
Yeah, especially if you're playing against a team with a beard and, you know, that...
Excuse me?
You know, they come at you.
Are you talking guys or girls?
Guys, of course. But you get that mesmerised look. You know, you come up against a back with a beard, majestic, and, you know, it just makes you think differently. You get kind of caught into it.
We have a 2-minute penalty for looks like a bit of unicorn, unsportsmanlike behaviour.
Yeah, so we won't be seeing the beard in this game, that's for sure. But, yeah, you do. Like you said, Jace, you wait for it, you take it, you wait for them to make a mistake. So number 4, Gayane, I think, shaking her head a little bit, but she needs to just get her thoughts back in the positive, get into a positive mindset.
That's right. It's over. You can't do nothing about it. Just regroup on the sub bench, suck it in, and get ready to when you... Yes, I get coffee. I need it. I've just been on the red eye, as I said.
Jace, do you want to talk us through a couple of the girls from the Australian team, their cap number and their names?
Okay, so number 1, we have Olivia Sanderson. Number 2, we have Victoria Wickham.
Oh, that's good.
Number 3, we have Sunny Pascoe-Thompson. Number 4, we have Sarah Walker, the captain.
Mathilde.
Number 5, we have Mathilde Castella. Number 6, we have Claudia Payne. Number 7, we have Brodie Hilda. Number 8, we have Sarah Macbeth Curtin. Macbeth. Number 9, we have Cami Rains Perdomo. Number 10, we have Emily Taylor. Number 11, we have Emma Lamar. And number 12, we have Stephanie Wickham.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what girls are actually sitting out this game.
Emily's sitting out.
Emily's
and Sarah, I think.
And...
Is it Sarah out as well?
Yeah. Sarah's captain.
Oh, Sarah Macbeth, perhaps.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, out down spot.
We have a lot of pressure going on here.
Australia.
Oh, there's a lot of bodies in that tray. It's hard to see anything when you get that much. It looks like it's in.
Playing advantage.
Someone's playing advantage.
So it's a goal.
It is a goal. That equals it up. With
so
12 minutes 20 to go.
Bridie,
great work.
Tasmanian girl Bridie. You know, her and Olivia, they're each other's wingmen. They just work so well together. They always give each other that little look and manage to lift. So well done, Bridie.
Is that at the local nightclub or in the pennant games?
In the pennant games.
Right, okay.
I'll tell you what, David, though, you've got a lot to answer for. You just gave me what I thought was a little gummy bear. It's a damn hard lolly. And
you might have done a tooth.
Yeah, bit into that one, and now I can't get rid of the damn thing. So if you hear me making any weird noises, it's just that Dave Lambert lolly.
Great strike by the French. They've weaved their way through there. Pushing out wide to the sun. Obviously, everyone wants to work on their tan.
A bit of actual candy for once. Nice, Dave. Bit of Dave Lambert candy. Okay, so over into the sparkly side of the pool. Big push from France. So Australia.
Oh, great one, Australia. Swim out wide to the open side, away from the pressure. And now they need to make a lot of ground out of this move. Straight to the sub bench. It's great out of defence. Get the fresh players in. It's very hard for the French to sub there. And if they do, what you want to do is go to complete opposite side of the sub bench now. As the French are swimming out, if we can break across now, it's very effective.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got to predict that that's going to happen. If you're in the water playing there, you get in fresh and you just shoot off the sub bench and take it across the pool because you know that that's where the space will be. But shut down by number 12, I think, from France, Nolwenn, just holding it there against the wall, backed up ably by Juliet, and another infringement called.
It's the gloving call against Australia there, trying to bit of clubbing up the wall, I would say.
Bit of clubbing. Ooh.
Oh, hang on. No. What's going on here now?
Bit of a reverse decision. The refs, they're doing a fantastic job of this tournament. Reverse Kanga. Hey, I like it. We've got some terrific little... No, I have no idea. So a nice little pullback and a...
Oh.
I tell you... Look, I didn't think she was wearing a top.
No, I didn't. I thought it was a guy for a second. I went, what's going on here? Have we swapped cameras or something?
Two-piece bathers, and it's kind of weird. The girls, I know it's been passed by the, the refereeing committee and stuff, but wearing the two-piece and the one-piece. But the two-piece, definitely, girls, I'd be rethinking that. I just thought they were all swimming around in bather bottoms. Mind you, I think the spectators would be pretty cool with that.
Especially from the back view, you could see it's like there's hardly can see the straps at all.
And we do like calling the girls. They're easy to call because there's so much more lycra, and you can see their fantastic, logos and stuff on their bathers. The men are a little bit harder, Jace. The bathers just seem to be getting smaller and smaller.
Maybe the boys are getting fitter and fitter.
Yeah, it could be. I'm actually pushing for crochet the next Worlds. My mum's already said she'd knit a couple of pairs of Speedo-style crochet bottoms.
Is that to slow the guys down a bit? Is that why you're there, or for aesthetics?
Aesthetics, of course, and texture.
Well, I'm glad we actually, previous nationals, we had to wear some lycra tops, which for a lot of years, and that was a low point in my underwater hockey career.
Yeah, they were. They were like a little vest, weren't they?
Basically a lycra crop top.
Mm-hmm. And they just get that little bit saggy drag.
As if underwater hockey is an obscure sport as it is, and then you've got guys walking around with crop tops on, which, yes, I'm very glad that is gone.
Lycra crop tops too, really fitting, a little bit shiny. Okay, so the Australians defending out of the left-hand corner, on the left-hand wall, which is for a right-hander, that's where you want to be defending. And it's harder for the French to attack up that wall because quite often you'll get caught for gloving. Bam, bam, bam.
But it is a good way to hook it off the wall and power it under your body to your other forwards.
Yeah,
that's
you're
an attacking
right.
option.
You're right, that's right, because you're on the right-hand side, switch it across under your body to the left, and then you can attack the centre of the goals rather than on the wall.
Advantage puck for Australia.
Yeah, 8 minutes to go in this game, and it's 2-2. This game is tight, and already we've had two games this morning, and they were all this tight, and they're all playing off for that final seedings, not for the medals, but there's still a lot of pride involved.
Oh, definitely. I've been in situations where you get... Actually, it was been in the third, fourth playoff, and one we didn't do very well. We got fourth, and I'll tell you what, getting third's a lot better than getting fourth.
Yeah, I know. No.
Even though you're disheartened because you didn't make it to the big dance, as we like to call it. But yes, it's at the end, when the wash-up's there, it's better to be as high as possible. Yeah,
it is. And like I said before, the next Worlds, these seedings will count because there may be two pools of the two pools.
Oh, French could be a score. I think it is.
Oh.
Hang on, we'll wait for the referee. Hang on. Oh, no.
Okay, against Australia.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
penalty.
2-on-1.
It's a penalty.
So Claudia and Tori might line up for this one.
Paper, rock, scissors?
It'll be paper, rock, scissors. Tori will take this one, I'm sure.
So you got to defend it?
2-on-1. Can't have everyone in. It's got to be 2-on-1. Come on, Aussie girls. No, obviously one of the other refs overrode that decision. I think we'll have a ref timeout.
No. It is a 2-on-1. It's getting, yes. It's just got clarified.
Okay, Tori, hand on the wall until the puck is touched.
I would have to say in these situations, you're probably 80% fail, 20% get it. If you do get it, you're legend status.
Oh yeah, you are, and you never forget it. And I thought that was going to be a curled out, but look, game, move on. Game continues.
I find that's the hardest one to defend, the low flick.
Yeah, because you're expecting a nice big flick. So number 3, Berengere. Never go at that one, Jace. Yep. And so, Jace, you would have been at comps where there's been that many teams that you've had to divide into two different kind of pools or divisions?
Yeah, so well, with the when we've had it in previous in men's leagues, because sometimes there's quite a difference between the top 8 countries and the bottom 8 countries.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that was the better way to go, because everyone's spending their money going there, and like you want to have hard game as possible, sort of thing. And then this how we have the seeding, so you have the relegation and
Ranking?
yeah, when you're ranking, you can sort of the bottom 8 can still come into the upper. It's virtually like the English Premier League.
Yeah, nice.
The bottom teams play off, and then the top teams like that.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I think that is, for me, in my worlds, I think that was the best systems.
Yeah, exactly. And now that we know that if you finish at equal standings at the end of the seedings with a team, the goals against are counted, not the goals for. No one likes to really annihilate a team. No way.
Oh, definitely not. And that's not what the sport's about. Like, we all come to World Championships to win, but we come here to support the newer countries that are here to have a good time, grow their sport in their country. And no one likes coming here and getting beating 20-0.
No, we want them to come back. And we've decided in the commentary box, Jace, that if the scoreline gets above 14, we put Whitney Houston on anyway.
Why Whitney Houston?
Because I will always love you. So we've got
Wow.
Eden here. A lot of love in the room. We've got Eden here.
The
who's,
current Australian women's coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, she just drifted away. It's a bit. Oh, there you go. But I was going to ask her what she would be saying to the girls if she was if she called a timeout, what kind of words of wisdom would she be offering? Did you want to say? Do you have a think, Eden? No, she's just okay. Pondering.
I think she's just pondering the girls that are potentially going to be going to Hawaii, and some of the girls in this team are going to go. So maybe she's just taking notes.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, taking a lot of notes. So Hawaii is like a equivalent of the European Championships. Is that right, Jace?
I think it's like the PCCs, or I think this one's more of the training initiative. So I think it was very similar to our Southern Hemispheres that we used to have and Trans-Tasman. But I think because we've all, it's hard when we just play against one country all the time because we're so isolated. So I think over recent years we've started to go to different areas where we can play more competition. Yeah,
absolutely. And like you just said, we go to different areas to try and get more competition. 90 different countries have hit this stream, and I wonder how many Filipinos, people from Manila perhaps, and people from Singapore have been watching. You've been playing over there recently, Jace?
Yes, I've been to the Manila comp 3 times. Yeah, it's a fun comp. Yeah, they put on a great show, and there's always a really nice trip afterwards. We go out to the islands, go diving and stuff like that. Yeah, they really look after us. It's a great comp. If anyone has a chance to go there, I recommend it.
Yeah, excellent. I went to one Manila comp and I had a cracked rib at the time, so I was taking a lot of painkillers. But
was that the shots?
And then I got the shots as well, and I had to lie down a little bit. But it was the best comp I think I've ever been to. They're such friendly people, and it was just terrific. So Hawaii coming up. Yep, Eden will be going there, or at least sending a squad over there to train, and a lot of these girls will be doing that. Here we go. It's 3-2, 3 for France, Little Flea 3, and Buckle My Shoe 2. And the Aussie girls really want to get a goal. We've got someone that
French girl out for chopping.
Yep. Which girl? Come on. The sooner you get that bottom in the bench,
I
the
think
sooner
they're
the
just kicking.
time starts.
Could have been a sneaky play by the French, just kicking maybe the most inexperienced player out.
Yeah, look, I'm glad you spotted that, Jace, because Loren's out on the bench. She probably wasn't the one that did the foul.
Definitely not. If the referee comes, one player out, you normally pick the most inexperienced.
Okay, so 4.5 minutes to go. The Aussies taking it wide, trying to take stop the momentum, I suppose, of the French, but looking for space, and it just seems to be
disagree with that decision there, because you're just going laterally, like virtually square, which didn't put any pressure onto the opposition.
Yeah, that's right. Rather than go all the way to the wall, they need to cut it in a little bit early. So we've got watch time in the Philippines, 790 minutes. And what about Singapore? 607 minutes. Terrific. So 95 views and 93 views respectively there. Scroll down the bottom, Romy. We've got Romy, our fantastic techie here, bringing up the stats for viewing. Yeah, down the bottom. Let's see which kind of random countries we've had tuning in.
So in that previous situation on that free puck, I would have liked to see the Australian girls attack and potentially turn the French towards the opposite goal and then open them up.
Yeah, spot on.
Trying to condense them, because if you just swim it straight wide, it's an easy swim across to cut it off.
Yeah, and you're also spreading your own team as well. So again, it's on the far side wall on the sparkly side of the court. We've got Slovakia, Luxembourg, Estonia, the Seychelles, Pakistan, all with one view, and they've probably watched for about 9 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They probably tuned in and went, "What planet am I on?"
Maybe searching for something else in those countries. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what they put in as their search.
We have another French go out.
The captain, Berenger.
Oh, that'll
Said
be
that
disappointing.
5 different ways. Oh dear. Yeah, look, I know Jace apologised for our ignorance with some of the languages, because down in the southern hemisphere we don't seem to be as bilingual as our northern neighbours.
Oh, definitely not. And it is hard when you go travelling.
Oh, that went over the top, but still put away.
That's a goal.
Looked like another Olivia Sanderson.
Oh, it draws it up at 3
No, it's not
all.
Olivia. Is it? Yeah, it is Olivia. Okay, humding battle here.
That shows the advantage of when you lose a player, the opposition capitalising on it.
So the French need to take note of this, and I've called a lot of the French games, and they do seem to have fairly high stats of who's in the sin bin, and Romy might bring that up for me in a minute. But sometimes when a team is down to 5, they actually lift and can come back even stronger, but it actually hasn't worked in the French's advantage, and Australian have taken that, got the goal in, and now even the scores with Little Flea, number 3.
Yeah, sometimes when you're down to 5, you just got to consolidate a little bit more. Potentially try and get over towards your sub bench so you have the advantage of fresh subs coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. I can just spot Claudia a mile off with that distinctive play, and she gave it, I think, off to Bridie, and it was stolen, and it's like bam, bang, ping pong, backwards and forth. A backward kangaroo? Or have I used that incorrectly?
I'll tell you what that is later, and
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, because that could be embarrassing for me. Okay, so it's against. There's a timeout called for Australia. Eden, you'd be thinking, what would you be saying to these girls? What little pearls of wisdom would you be dropping into the bucket and try and capitalise? And I've seen so many times after a timeout is called, the team that called the timeout scores. So if they can just get the jump, not swim it square, we don't want to see a lateral swim, do we, Jace?
definitely want to put pressure on the opposition. Are they still down to 5 players? No, so it's 6 on 6.
Okay, so we want to just see a power play.
Yeah, not necessarily power. We want to condense the opposition, put them under pressure. So our switching game works when a team is bunched up. So we want to get them into an area where they're condensed, that put them under pressure, potentially turn them towards their own goal, so they're potentially chasing.
Yep, reverse
And
tackle.
as soon as that momentum stops, that's when we rip it around.
Very good. Jason,
And then hopefully, if it's going down this side, if we've got pressure on the French, if we rip it around quick enough, the French could have a couple going out for subs.
And if you're watching this, and you'll be watching it afterwards, I'm sure, take note from this 5-time world champion and the extra one, of course, number 6, at the super elites, I like to call the Masters. Super elites.
That one I don't mind, because you had a player ready to go forward, which
nice and straight up the length of the
and
pool.
a flick is a lot faster than swimming.
Yeah,
Where the
very
previous
good.
ones, you got and actually swam across that way and then done a big flick, which is easy to read. That one was a lot better. Quick
yeah,
flick.
look, those 3 forwards setting up right in front, forming a screen there, swimming on, getting a bit of speed behind her. The left half is pushing up behind that screen, and she'll keep that momentum, and they want to centre it. They do not want the windscreen wiper of the French sweeping out to the right, which I'm afraid that's what's happened.
Yeah, I don't want to be too critical there, but I would like the back who took that to actually. I know that the players to get it to your forwards are in a bunch, but when it looked like there was a bit of opening there, you've got to take it when you're that close to goals, and then you bring your forwards into play.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
if you just flick to your forwards, you haven't actually beaten anyone.
No, it takes a bit of smarts, doesn't it, and vision, and that back's in a perfect position to have that vision. She saw that the French had all been drawn over to the forwards. It was an open corridor, highway to the danger zone. They should just swam it up there and into the goals.
Nice Top Gun reference there. You'd be happy that Top Gun's coming out again next year. Top Gun 2.
Yeah, and Tim in the background there has just punched the air, giving us all a high five.
Well,
I saw a little tear in Tim's eye.
I know Stu Parkinson would be very happy. He could be able to rock his aviators.
Oh, he is. My son saw Stu yesterday and said, "Mum, he's looking like Hugh Jackman."
Wow, the Wolverine.
Yeah. He had his clothes on, so, maybe. I know Hugh really works out, Hugh Jackman, and he's pretty buff.
Have you been watching Stu from afar for a lot of years? Have you now? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Okay, back to
Watch
the game.
him come from a young boy to a man.
Okay, so we've got, I think, Tory there.
I don't mind that from the Australians. Take it back into the defensive corner, slow it down, consolidate a little bit, regroup your position.
5 seconds to go. They have to swim back in the corner at this stage because it's back in their defence. They're not going to score a goal and they've got to shut it down. So, Jace, hey, guess what? Another 10 minutes of calling.
Awesome.
Yeah, at least. So,
very close game, this one.
Yeah, so Jace, do you want to talk us through, while I have another suck on this lolly, what happens when it's even scores? I won't say David's lolly. When it's even scores at full time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're sorry, a bit fuzzy from the long flight overnight. No, it should be 5 minutes each way with a quick. I don't think there's actually a minute at half time. I think it's just a 30 seconds. Quick turnaround.
No, 1 minute.
1 minute, sorry, to swap ends, and then I think after that it goes to sudden death.
Golden goal.
Or as our people maybe in the Americas call it, sudden victory.
Oh.
Which when I watch UFC, they always call it sudden victory, and I think it's not. I think sudden death is better.
Well, you've got me thinking, actually. Sudden death.
To the death.
Yeah, to the death. Yeah, and Gladiator. Okay. So, girls just adjusting their equipment, getting ready for another 10 minutes of hard hockey. No timeouts will be called in this 10 minutes. The French girls are lined up on the wall. The Australian girls are huddled over on the little benches there. And look, while we're talking about the setup of the pool, Jace, don't you love those clear barriers that we can see along the side of the court? So it makes it so much easier to see what's going on the walls because there's usually a little bit of hanky-panky that happens there. And wouldn't you agree?
Definitely, there can be when you've got the big like plastic walls that we have previously. Sometimes the ref, it's hard to see, but now he's perfect. He can get down. He can't be in. Then it's also he can't be in the play. He can be outside now.
Yeah,
which is great. So you can be watching through the perspex.
Really good. So yeah, if you're watching the live stream, we better check on the live stream too about who's been making comments.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we should have. Hopefully, we've got some Australians making
comments.
We
have a few from Lucille. Yes. On continue. Frank is back. Go to Le Blues. Allez les Blues.
Allez les Bleus. Très bien. Fantastic. Buongiorno. Oh, well, buonanotte. I don't know. It's 3 a.m. in the morning.
Mr. Sub Aquaman.
Yeah, so thanks so much for Liam again, $550 on the GoFundMe. We can also plug our Wing & Co. sponsors, Vertex, do the shirts of refs and volunteers. City of Hobart, Doon Aquatic Centre, Doon Kennedy Aquatic Centre. We've also got 6AA Fins. So we've got Amar, who's been in and out of he's a busy boy from Colombia. He's been in the water reffing. He's manning his desk with sticks and gloves from 6AA Equipment, and he's been in the commentary box. And we've also got Shark Underwater Hockey Equipment with Sergio, also reffing as well. So there's plenty of options for where to get your gear, from Hydro through to 6AA, Shark Underwater Hockey, and our friend at Cam Am.
That's awesome. I remember, like, as you do probably, Nat, as well, when first sort of start playing, I used to tape my fingers up with electrical tape, and that was my glove on the concrete bottom. So it's awesome how the sport has like evolved in technology.
That was before the wheel was invented as well, Jay.
Yeah, it was where men were men.
There was lots of hair, but don't get me started on hair because when I start, I can't stop. And if the Turkish
you do have a beard fetish, don't you? I think.
Well, I just went and bought one.
Is that your Prezzo outfit, is it? You go in the beard.
Oh, I don't know when I'm going to drop that one in, but...
is your favourite band the Beards?
Oh, I love a band with a beard, but no, they're not my favourite band. So here we go.
The French were attacking very hard. Oh, hang on.
A bit of chopping the vegetables again, and it's back for France. Look, with the history of the French so far, girls, keep it tidy because you've spent a bit of time in that sin bin, and we know that the Aussies will score against you. So keep it clean, keep it mean.
Definitely.
So that again, the Aussie back, the halfback, looking for their forward screen, and it's just too easy to defend at the moment. They've got to rethink that, I think, Jace.
Yeah, but that one there, you are in your defensive third, so you don't want to keep it in the middle of the pool there when opposition is set up in front. So I don't mind that situation. Get it out a bit wider, And then, as you see, taking up the wall, turn the opposition now.
Mm-hmm.
So now would be a perfect time to cut a 45 or do a switch.
Yeah, capitalise on that. And it does happen in the blink of an eyelid, and it's up to your backs to sense that. The forwards are in amongst the mix, and they find it's a little bit harder to make those calls in the forward line.
And we all know about the forwards and the backs.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything there.
See, that's a very nice switch.
It is, but 2 French girls onto that forward, and look, the backup from the half back there.
Now we need
it's priceless.
Definitely rip it and cut that 45.
Claudia,
you've got to
well
go
done.
Fast.
Ooh, that back needed to stay down and just really keep that momentum going.
And a little bit closer before she flicked, just to make sure the puck went through the opposition.
Yeah.
And then she had a winger out wide who could have capitalised on that pick.
Yeah, that nice draw and release. A few subs here. They have to be careful when they're subbing. I mean, this is a good place to sub, but if
Oh,
no.
This could be not very good for the French.
No,
One
girls.
down, and as you said, Nat, the Australian girls have scored when the French have been down to 5 players.
Yeah, and they've just had they've just had quite a bit of subbing, so fresh legs. Yeah, look, too much boy love happening in the comms box. Okay,
We haven't seen each other for a long time.
Stop pumping up his tyres. They're big enough as it is.
That's been stroking my leg.
Not stroking the unicorn. No, there's been none of that. Look, David, we've been talking about that lolly that you gave me.
Great work by the French
it was
girl there.
just too hard.
Drew it out of attack, turned the Australian opposition.
Stop it, you boys
French
and
have
girls
got a
in the
very good
background.
drive here, and they've got 5. The Australian girls want to be careful. Great
nice
defence.
nice
But no,
little
back
chip.
through the middle.
And nice little back up. Good one, Tori. And it's
Great
out
work.
from the right forward.
it.
She'll hold it. There'll be some fresh players come in. They don't want to let the French take it here. She's got a responsibility to hold that until new players come in. So we've got Olivia Sanderson coming in as the left forward. And I know Olivia. She's as slippery as honey.
Wow, it's very, yes.
No, once you put it in the microwave, it goes really slippery.
Really?
Yeah, I know my sticky stuff. And speaking of sticks,
Is that got something to do with...
Someone's got it on the stick. That was
you're
Bridie.
gone. You're
Oh,
gone.
they'll be playing advantage. There was a little tap on the shoulder from the French girl to
gone.
Bridie. She is... What?
Hey?
Because Bridie must have given her a look. Bro,
Oh.
whoa! Let's see a replay. We shouldn't.
Unless
look, the refs know their
something
stuff.
happened before.
The refs know their stuff. No, I'm not.
Something might have happened before that we didn't actually see because he was playing advantage.
Yeah, and look, that's Bridie there. Don't shake your head, Bridie. Just smile, look beautiful because we're all watching you. And the girl with a hand on her hip, number 5, number 2, Melina. Yeah, the refs obviously saw something that we didn't see, but it would be lovely if we could get a replay. I don't know if we can. No, we haven't. So 2 minutes for the French player, 1 minute. So Bridie will be out. We'll have Tori Wickham back in as fullback.
Oh, okay. So the referee is saying as the French girl was fouling her, she used a free arm to push her away.
Yeah, I did see her give her that little Nick Young kind of look.
I did see her give her a
shoulder.
look.
Yeah, it was a Nick Young look, wasn't
A
it?
look of death.
Yeah. Though Nick's usually, spewing
Advantage puck
ahead.
for the Australians here.
Okay, and they'll just want to contain it. They'll want to keep it amongst their players. They don't want to open it up so the French can spin it off the sticks.
5 apiece here.
Yeah, boy, oh boy, this is exciting hockey. So we've got 45 seconds left in this first 5-minute time slot. We'll have another 5 minutes after this.
The French are breaking through.
Don't go, uh-oh, that makes me worry. Keep it positive.
Oh, great steal, great steal. It was a very good drive by the French girl there.
Yeah, Claudia's really good on those tight moves. 2 Aussies against 1 French girl there, and she managed to do a beautiful keep possession. Nice, Tori. Come on, use your legs, Tori. Maybe you need to be wearing those Nagi fins because you need that little acceleration. You've got to burst out.
At times there, you got to swim hard.
That's why she's been so slow at defence. In top speed, she's terrific.
Uh-oh.
Maybe they need those small fins, some of these girls.
Yeah, I reckon. You look at the yeah, so once again, we just gave Najee Fins a bit of a plug, especially at the end of a competition when your legs, even though you've been doing the training, your legs are a bit fatigued and tired, and sometimes going to a smaller fin so you can get your kick rate up is a good idea.
Up.
Slippery as honey, yeah. Ellie, Shelley, I have slippery honey at my house. I also have slippery molasses.
It's
and all the rest of it.
homemade too, by the way.
Okay, so we're into the second 5-minute passage of play. And if it's still Little Flea number 3, even a piece, we go into sudden
victory
death.
or sudden death.
We're sticking with death. Okay. So just have a quick stretch, Jace. Have a breather. Woo! And get ready for
Have
that.
a little relax.
Yep. Another suck of the lolly, another sip of the coffee. Yeah, all good.
I'll get one in a second. I'll get a water in after I finish this game.
Okay, so five for France, and I think we'd be up to the full 6, yeah, or maybe very shortly. Great, so we're at 6 against 5.
6 against 5.
Those girls pumping the dolphin kick there, good in when you've got away and got a break, but no good for manoeuvrability. So Australians have counteracted that drive, taking it to the wall, and like Jace said, and it looks like it's in the swinging France's way, and there's been an infringement.
Another call. That's good though. Get it away from the opposition sub bench, but it's also where potentially a player's going to jump in from the prison.
Yeah, a bit of
or jail,
yeah,
as
I
our
hear what
French
you're
friends like
saying.
to call it.
It's just any negative word there. Yeah, number 3.
Oh.
Oh, that'll be 2 minutes.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la, number 3, captain, and I'm going to say it a different way. I think Berenger, and I hope I got that right. Hey, Graham Henderson, good to have you on board. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. I think though we've got fantastic support from the French on the live streaming. Another infringement. Boy, oh boy, the refs are really all over this game. Let it flow, let it flow.
An advantage puck for Australia.
Yeah, they've got that screen happening again now. Let's just see how the French react to that.
The French are back to 5, so if I was the French, I would be trying to consolidate a little bit.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Get it to the wall,
ooh,
get it to the sub bench.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. This is... Oh, yeah. And Sandra's there, Dr. Sandra, Mother Sandra. So we've got Sunny sitting out. Looks like maybe a blood nose. And the blood rule will come into force, and she won't be allowed back in the water until that blood has stopped. So having a bit of a teary there, Sunny. Don't worry, you've done your job, you've done your work. The girls will just have to lift and cover you. And the girls need to...
She's a tough girl, Sunny. She's from Margaret River. She's had many of those playing against a few of the big boys down in Margs on the slow bottom,
yeah,
so
she'll
be
just
fine.
be wanting to be back in the water, but the girls just have to ignore that and focus on who they've got.
Great swerves through the middle there.
Fantastic. And beautiful drive. Keeping it
pressure.
on the inside.
A lot of
that
pressure
French
here.
girl caught in a reverse tackle. And the Aussie girls regrouping, re-pushing.
Great defence by the French girls there.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, great drive there through the middle as well.
And Aussie, the halfback, looking for the fullback, I think, there and taking it forward again. Looking to drive it as far as they can. Just put the pressure on the back line of the French before they cross it into the middle.
Never cut that 45. Oh, well done by the French girls. Stop that 45 drive.
2 minutes and 21 to go, and it's still 3 and 3. Little Flea. Quatre. Cinq. No. Yeah. Uno, due, tre. Trois. I say tre, which is totally wrong. Oh dear, Bridie, a bit of a point at you. The Aussie girls been pushed back. The rest be feeling pretty tired at this stage of the game. We've had 3 games this morning. This is the 3rd game before we go back down to 1 court instead of 2 courts, and we get right into the medal contention finals. And we've got a day and a half of those.
Everyone, it's 6 on 6.
Okay, yeah, thank you, David. We've got David Legend Lambert standing behind us, and he's watching out in the pool deck to tell us what we can't see from the 6 different cameras. Oh, we've got Sonny back in the water. Yoo-hoo, Sonny. That's a mammoth effort. You're a gladiator.
Looks like the Australians have been turned, and they're great drive by the French. They keep going up to the opposition's corner.
Yeah, it's terrific hockey.
There's
so much pressure. But that right-hander coming up that right wall, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a gloving.
Oh,
yeah.
No goal.
Okay.
Wow. Very, very lucky the Australian girls there.
Absolutely.
Warning, French.
Team warning for the French for gloving.
And a few, I think, fresh players come in for the Aussies, and they're setting up towards the wall. Of course, they'll be looking to play it safe until they get it out.
27 seconds to go.
Okay, guys, everyone in the comms box, we've got so much experience here, probably 100 years experience. What would we be telling? She's out, number 7, Perrine. What would you be telling the girls right now if you were the captain in the water, the Aussie girls? What would you be saying, Jace?
Got to get this goal. Don't want to go to sudden death.
Yeah, I think you're about right. Stu, what do you reckon? No, he's on the phone. Okay. Yeah, numbers on the bottom. Drive the freight train into the goal train.
Don't take it wide. Oh, still a minute to go. I thought there was less time.
Yeah, so you want to attack. The only way to win a game is by scoring goals. You don't want to play defensive. You want to attack. You want to contain it. Play to your strengths. And France being pushed back again, and it will be
Australian free park. We'll wait to see. I didn't quite see what the call was there from the referees.
No, there was just gesticulation, lots of arms. Yeah, there could have been hugging.
Bit of love under the water.
Yeah, there's so much love here. I can smell it. All right, so they hit that brick wall, and someone's just burst through here, keeping it on their stick. One of the halfbacks, I think, and she's still down. Come on, girls, funnel it in. This is coming down to 48 seconds. It's going in the right-hand corner. And looking at that halfback there.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, you can just see by that body position.
I'm going to call a penalty here.
Yeah, that's a bold call. And you could be right, actually. I'm surprised it's not a penalty, Jace. That was a really good call. So, Gayan, 2 minutes out. So, you're out for the... Well, it might go into sudden death. So, she still could be back in the water. Yeah, okay, so we've got 2 French girls out, but one's ready to jump back in, and she's going to time out for the refs. This is really dangerous for the Aussies because as soon as they touch the puck, they've got to get it in because this French girl is going to come in from behind play, and if she rips that...
Seagull, we like to call that.
Swoop, like on it to a chip.
Seagulling out the back, you're not aware that she's there, and you turn around and bang.
Okay, slightly
she
different to onto a chip, but I get it. No, you're right, and she'd be thinking that.
Or like one of the nasty birds we have here in Australia, the magpie.
Oh, yeah, the magpie, definitely. Just swoop in there and draw a bit of blood, and then you're off. Okay, so we've got the girls all on the bottom. We've got someone sitting out here. Well, it won't be a team timeout. It'll be a ref's timeout. One sugar or 2 in your cup of tea. I don't know, whatever she's asking him. It's right.
Oh, well,
okay.
Off we go. Puck's taken.
Swimming, flicking.
Looks like a hand in the tray. Oh, a lot of bodies there.
26 seconds to go. Hello? Yeah, just a little wave. That's like a bit of a queenly wave.
Excuse me, Chief Referee. What's going on?
No, it's not full time. We've still got time. Okay, this looks like they're going to call it an equal. If it's... No.
Obstruction against Australia.
It kind of pointed at the French. So
oh, hang on.
Oh, boys.
Hang on here.
And girls. Chat time.
A little powwow happening.
Yeah, they definitely won't be talking about the weather.
Amar might have said, I seen that first. It was on my side. I seen it.
They do. And there's, pride at stake. We've got these refs, they want to get it right. They want to be fair to both teams. And the beard looks like he's called it.
Yeah,
it's
called
Australia.
It's against Australia.
And they're going to have 4 still taking this puck, but watch these girls.
One's ready to jump in.
Yep, they will want to take it to where that girl is getting in, I'm sure.
Definitely. Australia still have the advantage, though, if they can get it quickly.
Yeah, we've got a nice big crowd out there watching. They're all silent at the moment. 15 seconds left to go. 14. The French girls back in. They've taken it to the wall, and we're looking for...
another obstruction.
Yeah.
Gloving. That is 1 minute.
9 seconds will be remaining when the girls take the puck. Now, that is a possibility. There is a possibility to get that.
There's definitely a penalty, but I think it's going to go to sudden death.
Yeah.
But it looks like
I'd be on the bottom. I'd just be swimming it all the way myself and going for that glory goal, Jace.
The French are going to be at disadvantage because 4 versus 6.
3, 2.
Got to clear to the corner.
Righto.
Clear to the corner.
Okay,
Great defence.
let's have a little stand up and stretch because that is now going to sudden death. I don't think they swap ends for sudden death, do they, David? No, so they'll just reset. The game will be started within a very short, with 1 minute.
And it looks like, yes, the Australian girls have 6 versus 4 at the start of this sudden death. If I was the coach, Hannah Roberts-Tissot, I'd be going spear play.
Yeah, Nina as
Get it
well.
straight
It'd be
through there.
like, go girls. We put the quicks in.
Get it in.
We just spear it up the middle and you'll have your wings just funneling it in, keeping it on the centre stick. You snowball these girls because you know if you put in that effort straight away, you get a rest and it's a
But
win
if I
to
was
you.
Tori, who's the main defender, I'll be telling my off halfback to make sure you cover because last thing you want to do is go all guns blazing to get the goal. Someone stops it and you get a breakaway goal against you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You don't want to leave the door open. You don't want to leave it ajar because they'll find that gap. Send the quick. Absolutely. Heads down. She's away. Woo! The French are quick too. The French are quick. Look at that. Bam! Puck goes into the air. The girls, come on. There's a fullback sitting right, really nice and high. And she's away. She's going to get hit by that right forward. Come on, halfback. You need to be in the mix.
Very
Push
risky
up.
move
Don't
by
let
the
your
French.
fullback go on
Very
their own.
risky move.
And that's
goal.
away. No, come on. Let's get this.
Great defence.
Beautiful little curl, flicking it back in for the right forward.
Straight, still
Claudia
have the numbers.
scooping it back in. I've got goosebumps on my goosebumps.
Unbelievable
And
defence by the French girls. with
Unbelievable defence.
4 versus 6. Great defence there.
Yep, and so number 5 getting back in, Lorraine. She'll be coming from the other side of play.
Look like 2 French girls subbed. That's the one I'm talking about. Get that quick. French are back to 5 versus 6.
Yeah,
Great
look,
defence.
beautiful tight work out of the corner.
This is where all that training comes in. All the training they've done for this Worlds for this exact moment.
Yeah, just standing up and having a look in the action out. The crowd is silent out there, Jace. Everyone is just watching
It's
on the
6
edge of their
versus
seats.
6 at the moment. Back to 6. The Australian girls want to be careful here because they've put all the effort in to drive it up, and the French have got 6 players in. That was near their sub bench. They want to be careful they don't get
Yeah, look at
a
this
drive like this.
And they can't sub here. They'll be tempted to sub when it's coming over to their sub bench. They've got to stay in and clear it.
Great
Go,
work,
Tori.
Great work.
Nice
Great
work.
stuff, Tori.
Yep, and she wants
Great
to keep
stuff,
it on the
Tori.
front
Well
of the
done,
stick.
Tori.
Keep driving it.
Keep going.
Yeah, just keep driving
Where's
it.
the
You want
support?
support. Definitely want support.
Now get it off the wall, girls.
Hey, nice for the. We've got someone set up in the centre. She's looking for it, pulling it in, and that right wing stayed down to support, which is what we want.
Well done, Cammy. That was great work.
Cammy, well done, Cammy. And the French have just nullified that
defence.
momentum.
Backwards and forwards game.
This game is a terrific game to watch, a terrific game to call. Girls, the French, what a beautiful regaining of possession, number 5 for France, Lorraine.
Oh, great work.
Jace, how you feeling? I bet you're glad you came in to call this game.
I was in my...
Whoa, what a drive. 3 French girls. Don't sub Australia. Don't get tempted under your sub bench to sub. You've got to clear it. Little Claudia going the biff there and pushing it through. I think it was Claude.
This last couple of minutes has been...
Oh, look at that. How's the ref going to call that? That's a really weird kind of stick angle, but she was trying to keep possession, number 11. So Emma Lamar from Scotland. Tim, you're in the... Is he still in the box? No, he's gone. So
And this last couple of minutes have been played within a lane and a half from that wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now the Australians take it off the wall.
And they're just drawing the play out away from the sub bench. And France have got possession and doing a bit of a drive. Nice curl, waiting for support. Very tight in there. But the Aussie girls seem to have more
Great
bodies
steal there,
on the
but
bottom.
we have a call. Free puck for Australia.
Oh, yep. Okay, so calling it. We're all set up in the middle of the pool. They really
Don't
want
go
to channel
wide,
this
Australia.
in.
Don't go wide.
Don't go wide. Good advice. Nice curl. That right halfback needs to be. Yep, she's read that really well. It's Claudia just tucks it back in, but the French stayed down and put so much pressure on her. And no, she's been
great
caught
work by
out
the
too.
French
That was a
girls.
bit of a
Great
soft
drive.
effort. That's
They've
a
got numbers.
terrific
A
drive.
lot of numbers there.
And the Aussie. Now, don't go up. Don't go up.
A
Just
lot of
hold
numbers
your
for the
position.
French, I think, gets in the goals. I think that's a goal to the France. That's a goal. That's a goal to France. What a great game by the French
What a great game.
and the Australian girls.
Yeah, the French,
A
you've got to be
backward
proud.
and forward tussle, 4-3, sudden death.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 6, Marie.
Okay. Wait, stream finished? Okay, the stream's still going. Look, thank you everyone for watching us there. We've loved to have you on. We have loved to have you on board. If you're from France, you should be punching the air, doing a few high fives, and doing a jig, because those girls really did pull it out at the end. Extracted the digit and popped it in the tray.
Great game. Great game. Unfortunately, there's a winner. There was no loser in that game. That was a great game. Backwards and forwards.
I like that call, Jakes. That's good. Yeah, definitely. These girls are all winners, and they'll be now thinking we'll have a bit of a relax and then reset for the next World Championships in 2 years, or if they're going for elites, they'll be looking at Canada for the 3-metre pool in Quebec. So, Jace, thanks very much for joining me in the box.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, okay. So, Nat Wickham and Jace saying ta-ta. We may try and get an interview on the pool deck. No, we haven't got enough time. So, stay tuned for the next round of finals. Bye.
Bye-bye.